Have you seen those cute, fun, scenic cards and thought to yourself, that looks pretty complicated, I'm not sure I could do that? Or maybe you've seen the technique of partial die cutting some stamped images. I'm going to share those step-by-step techniques using our Beary Fun Retreat images. These little bears will be your pets. They won't eat you for dinner as long as you feed them a little bit of honey. Join me and we'll have some fun along the way. To get started, I'm using this little honey bear from the Beary Fun Retreat, this fire, and there is a coordinating die for that one as well. And then I'm using this little guy from the Happy Time Treehouse stamp and die set. So to get started, we're going to ink up the little honey bear first, and I'm using a Tuxedo Memento black ink. So we're going to stamp this just right to the side of this card base. This card base is 5 inches wide, and I'm stamping these so that I can create a little scene and only die cut these little bears out partially. So we're going to stamp the opposite. These guys are little buddies. Stamp him over here. And then, oops, I've got those two images, and then we're going to have a little bonfire right in the middle. So as you can see, you can create these cute little quick scenes and stamp these together. So we're going to add this to the center. Now with these, you can color them any way you desire. See how that just instantly creates that fun little scene. But I like to color the bears first with a base using the butter chalk ink. And when you color with these, if you just go ahead and do a soft circular motion with that butter color, it kind of gives it that underlying skin tone color and makes it very easy and nice for you to add some shading. Now if you're a colorist and you like to use Copic markers, you could also go ahead and do that as well. So you can do that. If you want to do a multi-tone color, you could add a little bit of Morocco. That is a Memento ink. That would get a little bit of orange in there. If you're using that, it's a little bit brighter, so I kind of sponge it off just a little bit and maybe go into some areas to add a little bit of orange coloring in there. So this is just a little bit more of a quick and easy technique using our Precision Daubers. If you wanted to add a little bit more coloring to it, I also added creamy brown. The pearlescent chocolate brown is also good. Or you could also use some of the dark brown. It'll just give you a little bit of different color bears. And bears are just like human. They have little different hair colors. They can have blonde hair. They can have different color hairs just based on their personal touch. So you can do something fun like that. And you'll continue to color those bears and finish it off with maybe the Dove blender for the more narrow scenes. To die cut this scene, I wanted to keep it all connected so that I can easily layer that to the bottom of my card. This is a technique you can use on many dies. So I just layered this one on first, and we're going to also lay this down as well, and we'll be able to die cut these out partially at the same time. I didn't add the fire to the center right away just because it doesn't fit. It overlaps with the other dies. So if you want to just partially die cut an image, what you'll want to do is take your plates and do your template just like you normally would, but take your top plate and only cover the area that you would like to die cut out. So I only want to die cut out about that amount, and then we'll run that through our machine. I am using the Vagabond today. You could use whichever manual die cutting machine that you have. This is such a fun, creative way to use your dies just a tad differently. So as you can see, we'll bring this out, and you have got these little bears just die cut partially. So for the little fire, we'll do the exact same thing, and then what you do is just clip this away, and you have those little bears all die cut and ready to add to your card base. Once you have these little bears all cut out, you're ready to assemble them on the card front. This is a quick and easy way to add easy accents to your card front by cutting an opening into the card front. I'm using a square from the 2A Cut Mat Create, and I just glued the outer edges to my card base. So I'll go ahead and just layer this right on top, and that matches up perfectly so you can cut out the center of your card. And so we'll run that through the machine real quick. So this comes from Cut Mat Create 2A. That is one of my basic essential dies that I reach for all the time. In fact, the Cut Mat Create dies will coordinate with the squares and the rectangles that we have within our paper collection. So that's a good basic thing for quick and easy card bases. So you'll just open this up. You have that opening for your card center. And then since I didn't glue down the center, you can then use this piece and just glue that right on the inside of the card, and you can quick and easily add your embellishments. To add those finishing accents, I spread some little acorns and little leaves if you're doing a fall theme card. And those come from the Sunflower Accents stamp and die set. So the Beary Fun Retreat Collection has 3 stamps and dies. This one is your filler accent. So you have your leaves, you have those sunflowers, and these also pair beautifully with the classic sunflower stamp and die set if you have it. This is another variation of this little honey bear with a little sunflower stalk using that 2A square in the center, stamping that sentiment, and using those acorns and small sunflower around the border. This is the log from the Woodsy Wonderland collection. So this is another beautiful way to create a cute, adorable card. Add accents of crystal lacquer and glitter to the honey, makes it just absolutely pop. The little scenes are so fun. Here, the little bears are roasting marshmallows. They're by the campfire, so you can create these beautiful scenes that really tell a story. And I love to pair it with elements from the Woodsy Wonderland collection. And this is one of our fold-out cards. You see those little bear tracks in there? So this one was used with a mixture of the stamps from the Beary Fun Retreat stamp and die set. This particular one has the little tracks, the fire, the little guy on the guitar, the little one roasting the marshmallows, and then the Happy Time Treehouse. This has your sentiment, the little mug, the little mailbox, and those fun images. I'd love to hear which ones are your favorites. I think these are so fun. So this one also has a square, but it's more on the front of the card, paired with a sunflower, so that's a quick and easy accent for your projects. Here's another one that I think is absolutely adorable, using one of our fold-out card dies and pairing the little guy with the guitar and with the little marshmallows, the tree, the fire. They just look like they're having such a good time. This one is paired with the little window box, using those sunflowers and then having that window open so that it goes into the inside, and then you have this beautiful bear scene. Isn't that stunning? So this comes from the window box stamp and die set. So another card that I absolutely love is this little scene, using one of our shadow box cards and creating the scene more in depth so you can get various layers and sizes. Now if you're looking at these and you're like, I'd like to have more detailed instructions on them, they will be on the blog with instructions. This card is really fun, how we use the background papers to create the little path on here. Added the relax, it's a special day, and the tree house is stunning if you just add a couple different layers. And then a fun accent on the side with that die. And then with our Inserts E, you can create really cool little mini albums and books using the papers. Now I don't know about you, but these papers are so inspiring. The color palette is absolutely exquisite with these. And I have one more card that I really love, how it just opens up to this beautiful scene using mostly the papers. So as you can see, you can use the stamps, dies, and papers together to create really beautiful scenes that your friends and family will love. Then the paper. We've got to take a quick look at the paper. These have beautiful autumn colors. The colors are absolutely perfect to match with the bears, and if you're coloring the bears, you can get a lot of coloring inspiration. Don't you just want to hang out at that scene? These bears are tame. They won't bite you. You'll have so much fun just cutting apart these panels, making mini album projects and cards that your friends and family will absolutely love. Have fun using these techniques to create fun scenes using the Beary Fun Retreat Collection. Use your creative imagination. I'm sure it'll bring a smile to your friends and family when you give them a card with these little critters on them. If you don't own these products yet, make sure to get them ordered today. I have added the links below for quick and easy ordering. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next time.